guys, Goblin here, welcome to this new episode. In today's video, we're going to be watching the best Clash Royale players play the season, and as you guys can see, there's a little bit more than 30 minutes left in the current season. Ryley is currently top 1, this guy called Sofian is top 2, Mohamed top 3, IAN77 number 4, Mugi number 5, current world champion. There's amazing players right now playing the season end. See you guys soon with game number 1. Okay guys, so IAN77, who is currently top 4, is just started a match. Not sure who he's going to be facing. Looks like he's up against this guy called Patron. I believe this is a Mexican giant graveyard player, and Ian is currently using the deck. I think Mohamed made it. I don't know who made it. I believe Mohamed made it, and also made it very popular because a lot of people in the current leaderboard, Ryley, Mohamed, Ian, I believe many other players are also running this deck, which is a deck without a real win condition. The deck is just basically like cycling princess at the bridge, trying to get chip damage with princesses, and then the win condition is kind of, I believe it's rocket last card, so I think the last cards here are gonna be evolution skeletons, I believe it's evolution Tesla, and then the rocket, so there's not like a real win condition, but this deck is still super strong and somehow is working really well in the current season for many pro players and for many players in general. Okay, so Ian here is indeed gonna be running the deck. As I said, last card should be Evo Skeletons, Evo Tesla, and also the Rocket. And then Patron should have the Graveyard as last card. I believe he's mainly known for Giant Graveyard, and that's exactly what he's running here. So let's see how Ian is gonna deal with this deck. I believe in general these type of matchups can get a little bit rough, or can get a little bit difficult for Ian, especially if Patron is able to apply a lot of pressure, because then how are you gonna always get chip damage with the rockets? It's kind of hard to cycle rockets against a deck which can apply a lot of pressure with the giants, with the graveyard. So let's see how Ian is gonna defend it. I think we're gonna have to see some amazing gameplay here if he does end up, if he does want to win. Of course he wants to win, but if he ends up winning here. So let's see what happens. In the meantime, Patron is already starting with a giant in the back. Little Prince left side, Princess right side, and the Princess at the moment is just so annoying. Like, I feel like the dagger dashes, one of the main reasons why the Princess is becoming, well, is already super popular right now, because there's a lot of people where they, for example, in this case, drop a Little Prince. Ian in this case doesn't really have to worry about the Little Prince afterwards, because the dagger dashes we already know can easily deal with almost any troop, especially here like a Little Prince. So Patron actually does end up going with a knight prediction here. Ian doesn't go with a prince at the bridge, so that's well played by him. Also very important to not be too predictable. Sometimes you do want to go with it at the bridge, and then other times you do not want to go with get a princess like kind of predictable at the bridge. So let's see what Ian does here. Again, he goes with a knight, Little Prince towards the left side, and for the moment Ian is controlling this match really well. Again, a Little Prince prediction for the princess. There's a lot of mind games always going on in these type of matchups, because of course if you know that he's gonna potentially princess, you most of the times want to cycle something. In this case, Patron already used his knight, already used his Little Prince, which is really good for Ian because he's always kind of, how do you say, in the mind of your opponent. Okay, so it looks like Patron does end up going for a graveyard. Very nice play here by Ian. Goes with the skeletons at the bridge to block the knight. This way the knight is not tanking for the graveyard. In the meantime, he goes with a princess in the right side. Very good timing, basically at the same moment. And then here another prince at the bridge to continue chipping away. And if you guys notice, he doesn't have like the Goblin barrel. He doesn't have a miner. He doesn't really have any win condition. He's just cycling princesses. He's just defending as good as possible. And then the last card, as I said, is gonna be Rocket. Okay, so skeletons towards the right side, knight towards the left side, cycling a Tesla here towards, in the middle to start defending here the knight, and afterwards also defend the giant. And then I think Ian might be going with another princess sometime soon, but as you guys can see, Patron does end up expecting it, and Ian actually knows, so he's a step ahead of his opponent. Really nice play there. Instead of going princess at the bridge against the archers, he went with it a little bit lower, plus a lock, and the lock of course also slowly but surely, adds more and more chip damage. Like, this deck is all about the chip damage. This deck is all about the perfect defense while being annoying but not too predictable with the princesses, and then also some other chip damage, sometimes maybe with like spirits or maybe with a Little Prince. Okay, so let's see what happens here. This is kind of a scary situation because Patron does have both of his evolutions available. Evo Knight on the right side, Evo Archers there, both lanes helping a little bit, and then this graveyard might be able to get quite a lot of damage, so he needs to watch out. Okay, graveyard is getting quite a lot of damage. That skeleton is not gonna connect, but still down to 2944 HP. And Ian is in the damage lead right now, but I feel like in triple elixir, these type of beatdown decks, these type of giant decks can get really annoying. So he needs to, pull off a perfect defense here. Okay, first Rocket is seen right now, but not offensively, actually defensively there against the giant graveyard push. Okay, nice defense. Little Prince plus lock to clean up everything. Skeletons will not be able to connect to the tower. And I feel like Ian might have to start rocket cycling. There you go, offensively. Right as I say so, he does go with the first rocket offensively. So right side tower's down to 1656 HP and he needs to survive for 20 more seconds. Is Ian able to defend here perfectly? I'm actually really curious to see how he's gonna defend this. Looks like he goes with a Tesla at the bridge. Looks like he goes with a Little Prince down below, trying to defend the graveyard as good as possible. Pops the ability. Let's see if he has another Tesla available. Damage wise, he doesn't really need to go offensively with a rocket anymore. He just needs to focus on defense. And as you guys can see, he is able to survive. He is able to defend perfectly. And this deck is crazy. It is, yeah, working really well right now in the season. Lots of people are playing it and it doesn't have a real win condition, but somehow it's still insanely strong. See you guys soon with the next match. Okay guys, so right as I hop off the Ian game, looks like Mohamed Light and Ryley are both playing, and I think both are gonna be, yeah, okay, both are gonna be playing here. So this is actually an insane match. I believe whoever wins this game, I'm not sure if it's gonna secure the top 1 for them, but it's definitely gonna have a lot of, yeah, impact in the current meta, or not in the current meta, in the current leaderboard, I think I want to say. So as you guys can see, the same deck Ian is running. I don't know, as I said before, where this deck came from. I believe Mohamed Light made this deck really popular, and then a lot of people started copying this. So it looks like he does end up going with a Prince at the bridge, and this mirror match is gonna be insane. Like, what is even like gonna be key in this matchup? I think one of the most important things in these type of matchups are gonna be predicting the princesses, because of course the more damage you take from the princesses, the more damage you're gonna, yeah, end up, how do you say, like losing in general, which of course is, yeah, it's common sense. But then also, if you do not predict the princess, it just can give you so much advantage. So we need to be careful here. I think the most important thing also is the rocket cycle. So we're already seeing both players cycling rockets. Mohamed Light again going with the princess, and so far Ryley is not predicting any of Mohamed's Light princess, and that's exactly why this current match is actually, okay, looks like he goes with Evil Skeletons. That's a nice play, but Mohamed Light is ready for it with the E-Spirit. He goes with his own Evil Skeletons, but the Evil Skeletons do end up dying to the princess. That lock was not necessary. And then here Mohamed might go with another princess. Looks like he doesn't. Okay, so Mohamed Light in the moment is actually winning by quite a bit, mainly because of those princesses. So I think the game changer here is gonna, yeah, be whoever cycles the most rockets, but also whoever predicts the most princes, or whoever gets the most princess shots on top of the tower. So this matchup right now is kind of strange. In my opinion, this deck is really, I don't know, like, I wouldn't say like really fun to watch, but it's just really like strange. I don't know how to explain it. Okay, looks like he does go with a knight. Looks like the princess this time from Mohamed was not placed at the bridge. Instead, he was expecting Ryley to go with a prediction. That's why he cycled it in the middle. And then Ryley here does go with the first rocket. I think it's also going to be important to cycle the Little Prince, because if he doesn't have Little Prince in cycle, he of course doesn't have the 3-card cycle. So far, there you go. Ryley didn't choose it yet, and now finally goes with the Little Prince, which is going to be very important for the 3-card cycle. So at the moment, Mohamed Light is winning. I think Ryley is back to another rocket. There you go, another rocket. And what are we watching, guys? This is Clash Royale. These are the best players in the world in 2024, cycling rockets like crazy without a real win condition. Yeah, I don't even know what to say right now. I'm speechless right now. Okay, so Mohamed does go with another rocket. I believe Ryley is also back to another rocket. He does need to watch out here with a princess. Okay, Ryley knows, so he cycles the skeletons there. And then Mohamed does go with another rocket. And then at this point, I feel like the game changer were the, yeah, couple of princess shots he got in the beginning. He does end up going with a lock as well. And then Ryley here needs a miracle. I don't know how he's gonna win this, but I feel like this is gonna be really hard from this point to win. He does go with a rocket. Wait a second, because Ryley might be able to win here, because he does have the Little Prince on the field. Mohamed Light does not have the Little Prince on the field, and this is not enough. Lock is not enough, guys. So I think Ryley might have just won the game, because he's gonna be cycling. There you go, he just won the game. He just won the game by 20 HP. What a crazy match. And I believe Ryley, I'm not sure if he was already #1 in the world, but this with this W, with this victory, he's gonna be way ahead of everyone. Let's see the leaderboard. I'm not sure if it's updated. There you go, Ryley currently in the #1 spot. 3,827 medals, and then Mohamed Light is still top 3, but Ryley definitely has an insane advantage right now, and I believe with that match he might have gotten the #1 finish. Only 20 minutes left. See you guys soon with the next matches. Okay guys, we just saw Mohamed Light against Ryley. Mohamed Light decided to, yeah, search a match right away. It looks like he's up against this guy called Patron. I believe Patron is the Mexican player Arden Toas. I don't know if you guys know him, but he's also a really good player. He made it to the World Finals last year. It looks like he's gonna be running, I believe this is gonna be Royal Giant, not sure, but I think I've seen some people run this version with Phoenix, Fireball. I believe he has Lock, and then the, yeah, Evolved Royal Giant as well. And of course the Fisherman, which is a card we always see in Royal Giant. So let's see what happens here. Mohamed Light, of course, using the same deck we just saw both Ryley and Mohamed use in the mirror match. What a crazy mirror match, by the way, 20 HP. I was expecting Mohamed Light to win that mostly because of the princesses in single, like in one elixir, but then afterwards somehow Ryley still managed to cycle 2 rockets in the end, quicker than Mohamed did. So he needs to watch out here because his Royal Giant still has quite a lot of HP. Perfect timing with the lock there. Really nice defense by Mohamed, and then also well defending. He went with a princess on the left side, and as you guys can see, he didn't really do anything, how do you say, like he didn't throw, for example, a Goblin barrel, he didn't throw a Goblin drill, he didn't really throw any win condition, but the left side tower of Patron is still down to 2,944 HP, which is crazy. I don't know, as I said, how he came up with this deck. It's basically just lock bait without the barrel. So yeah, crazy to me. I'm still kind of confused how this deck is even working and how this deck is currently dominating the leaderboard. All the best players in the world are playing this deck. Okay, looks like he goes with Little Prince into the same lane as the Monk. He does go with a Knight here in front of the Little Prince to protect it, and then Patron just ends up popping the ability. Even though it's not in range of the tower, he still wants to get rid of the Little Prince as soon as possible. And I think he might go with a Royal Giant soon, but looks like he goes with a Royal Giant in the back this time. So he does have a little bit of elixir advantage. He still needs to deal with the Princess, so he's probably gonna go, I would say maybe, I would say with a Bomber or with a Lock. Looks like he just locks it away, and you can basically always use the lock against the princess, because if you think about it, you don't need to keep your lock for a potential Goblin barrel, you don't need to keep your lock for anything else. So in this case, yeah, he can just always lock the princess. Of course, you do need to be careful, because if you are not quick enough, the princess might be able to get a shot on top of the tower. In this case, he forces out the fisherman down below, and so far Mohamed Light is doing an amazing job at defending. Try to activate the king tower there, doesn't quite get it. And then here he goes with the Knight plus a lock, always making sure that the Monk is not crossing the bridge. If you guys notice, he's almost never allowing the Monk to cross the bridge here, so that's really well played by Mohamed Light. And here he goes with another Royal Giant in the back. So far he's controlling this match really well. I'm not sure if he will be able to start rocket cycling sometime soon. I think he's just gonna prioritize the defense, and afterwards, near the end of the match, probably gonna cycle a few more rockets, and then I would say even secure the victory, unless something crazy happens with the defenses. He does need to watch out, because one really good Monk plus Royal Giant push, and this is exactly a scary moment, can get a lot of damage, guys. So let's see what happens here. Okay, luckily for him, the Monk did not pop the ability. I feel like if Ardent Toas or Patron, I mean it's Ardent Toas, popped the ability a little bit earlier, probably would have been able to tank a lot more for the Royal Giant. But Mohamed Light doing an amazing job here at defending. Goes with the princess, goes with the lock here as well to cycle. Even though he doesn't get much damage, he's always forcing out the elixir defensively with these type of princesses. And then also maybe afterwards, we also saw it before in a lot of matches. I believe it was Ian who was playing against, it was Ian against Patron. Not the same guy, by the way. There's two Mexican players who are called like that. Who was always predicting a princess. So at some point you also think, okay, he's gonna princess the bridge, then he's gonna spend maybe a phoenix, maybe a bomber, maybe something else, and then in the end he doesn't go with it. So he does need to watch out here. This bomber might be able to connect to the tower. I believe it's not connecting to the tower. Now it is gonna connect the last shot, and Mohamed Light is actually losing right now in damage, so he needs to really watch out here. He does go with really nice defense. He goes with evil skeletons, he goes with a lock on defense. We need to see something else. Tesla in the last second, and Mohamed Light is actually I'm not sure if he's gonna lose. This match can go either way right now, actually. So let's see what's happening, guys. He does go with a Knight up high. Monk is really annoying. Monk is actually also gonna get quite a lot of chip damage, and he does go with a fireball. He goes with a fireball straight to the tower, and Mohamed Light needs to start with the rocket cycle now, because if not, he's already losing a lot with the damage. So the first rocket comes down. He has the Little Prince here on the field. He is gonna protect the Little Prince quite a bit. He does go with the evil Tesla to protect the Little Prince even more. Probably gonna pop the ability soon, or is he just gonna let this be? Okay, looks like he goes with his lock out ability. There you go, very good ability here to push back everything. And then he goes with another rocket, and with this rocket damage, he's actually gonna be in the damage lead. So let's see what happens here. Okay, ability from Patron. He does go with another Royal Giant. We need to be careful, guys. Well, Mohamed needs to be careful, but I'm feeling like I'm playing right now because this match is insane. Let's see if he can get a rocket down in the last second, but the Royal Giant might be able to connect as well. Let's see what happens. Royal Giant does end up connecting. Rocket goes down, and Patron is gonna get the W here in the last second. What a crazy match. Mohamed Light almost making the comeback there. Well, first he was winning, then he started losing. He almost made a comeback there, but the Royal Giant shot in the end is gonna get the victory against Patron. See you guys with the next game. Okay, guys, so just to give a quick update, there's less than 50 minutes left in the season. I think Ryley, I'm not sure, he might might still have to play a match, but I believe he might have gotten the top 1 secured after beating Mohamed Light for 20 HP. Then this guy Sofian, I'm not really sure who it is, but he's a Royal Giant player. As you guys can see, the same deck we just saw Mohamed Light lose against. Ian is also really high. Whenever someone starts, searching a match, Mohamed Light is still top 6, Mugi is top 5. Whenever some of these players start a match in these last 14 minutes, I will see you guys soon whenever they find one. Okay guys, so Mohamed Light just hopped into the match. As you guys can see, he's facing Dominic, which is currently playing Lava Hound. Dominic always very known for playing Lava Hound, which of course also, probably gonna be the deck he's running right now. So let's see if Mohamed Light can untilt. Hopefully he's not tilted right now, because after losing by 20 HP and then now also in the last second by a Royal Giant hit, definitely very frustrating. But I believe Mohamed Light is definitely, one of the best mentals in the game. So let's see what happens here. Looks like he starts cycling skeletons. Looks like he cycles spirit. Dominic in this case goes directly with skeleton dragons on top of the princess. And this is exactly why the princess is so strong. He doesn't really need to spend much. In this case, he only cycles the knight to defend the skeleton dragons, while the dagger dashes can deal with almost any troop anyone uses against the princess. And then Dominic does go with the lava hound here. So this is gonna be interesting. I believe Dominic is running triple spell without balloon. I don't know if he changed the version, but I remember, I think it was like 1 day ago, checking what lava hound version he's using, because normally when I look at a lava hound deck, I always check Dominic's profile, because he's probably, as I said before, the best lava player. So in this case, he does have the void spell. Mohamed Light does protect the Tesla for a little bit longer with the skeletons there, and a Little Prince in the meantime getting a lot of value. Arrows come down from Dominic, and he goes with skeleton dragons at the bridge, but I believe those skeleton dragons are not gonna get that much damage. He is gonna force out a knight as well, so I guess it's fine, but still not gonna get much out of them, to be honest. Okay, so Mohamed Light, I believe he has a very good defense against Lava Hound. Still needs to watch out, because Dominic is indeed running triple spell. He has void spell, he has arrows. He has a lot of really good answers against the defenses from Mohamed Light. He can, for example, arrow away the princess. He can sometimes even evolution step away the princess, and then just focus on killing the Little Prince or the Tesla with the void spell or with the arrows as well. Okay, he went with a void spell. I believe there was a void spell prediction. I'm not sure, but I believe there was a void spell prediction against the princess. So Mohamed Light here not going with the princess, not being too predictable. He does now go with the princess, and then again Dominic with another prediction. Okay, he just tried to predict back-to-back princesses at the bridge. He did not go with it. Mohamed Light is not being predictable right now. And then he does go with another princess, this time towards the right side. He also goes with evil skeletons plus spirit towards the left side. Unfortunately for him, the bomber gets an amazing value, but still a really good situation for Mohamed Light. And he's not being predicted at all right now. It's really hard to predict Mohamed Light. I feel like he's always a step ahead, and he probably even predicts the prediction, if that makes sense. But let's see what happens here. In the meantime, he's forcing out a lot of elixir on both lanes. Dominic is not really able to push, and Mohamed Light at this point is just pressuring a lot. As you guys can see, Knight, Little Prince, he goes with ability as well. He's at this point just trying to create a lot of pressure, force out a lot of elixir by Dominic, while the Little Prince also gets a good amount of value. And then the good thing for Mohamed in this case is that Dominic actually does not have the balloon. I feel like if he had balloon, even though he has rocket, it still gets a little bit rougher. In this case, he doesn't have to deal with a balloon. He just needs to deal with the lava hound plus support troops, which of course is way easier than defending a lava plus balloon push. So let's see what happens here. He does go with a knight to get the Inferno Dragon. He goes with evil skeletons here as well. Little Prince on defense towards the left side. Watch out with the skeletons. He needs to watch out with the skeletons. Oh my god, he has nothing in Psycho right now. Skeletons are going crazy on the right side tower. He does go with the evil Zep, but of course, that's not something you want to do after spending 3 elixir with the guards, after spending evil Zep on defense. Mohamed Light already calls good game. I think he knows that he will not be able to pass, and then Dominic also, at this point, he just gives up. Look at the defense, look at the situation of the match. Mohamed Light just played it perfect, and Mohamed Light is actually making a comeback, guys, so he might be able to win a lot of matches in the last minutes. Let's see how many minutes are left in the season. Do you guys think he can still make a comeback for the top 1? Not sure if he can still get top 1, but he can definitely still make a good run in these last 10 minutes. Exactly 10 minutes right as we're speaking. Top 5 in the world right now. See you guys soon with the next match. Okay guys, there's currently 4 minutes left, 35 seconds. Ryley is still number 1, but Sofian is 10 trophies away below him, and then Ian is also really high. Ian is actually playing right now, but he matched against Lucas, which is quite below Ian. So if Ian does end up winning, he's not gonna win as much trophies, and if he ends up losing, Lucas is gonna take a lot of trophies from Ian. So this is a very important match from Ian. I believe with this match, with this W, if he does end up winning, he's not going to be able to surpass Ryley, if I'm not wrong. So if Ian does end up if he does want to try and get the top 1 finish, he does have to somehow play another match. Not sure if he's going to have enough time, because there's not much time left. And then I'm really curious to see if Sofian is gonna play. I unfortunately do not have him added. And I also really want to see if Ryley is gonna play another match to secure the top 1, or he's just gonna believe that Sofian is not gonna win another match. Of course, let's say Sofian for some reason plays another match right now, looking for the top 1 finish. If he ends up losing, then Ryley is chilling. Ryley does not have to play another match. But if he, for example, does end up losing, then he's gonna be number 2 in the world. So it's really also a decision from Ryley. Does he want to risk it? Does he want to play? Because also imagine playing being number 1 in the world, losing, and then for some reason Sofian decided, okay, I'm fine with the top 2 in the world, I'm not gonna play another match. It's really kind of mind games and risky in the end of these type of season ends, because you never really know what your opponent or what the other players are thinking as well. If it was, for example, Mohamed Light, I would be almost 100% sure that Mohamed is gonna play another match for the top 1. But maybe this guy Sofian, it's already gonna be his best finish ever. He might already be really happy with the top 1, with the top 2 finish, excuse me, and might just leave it like this. So you never really know what happens. Okay, let's focus on this game anyways. Let's see what Lucas is gonna be doing here. Looks like he's running this Royal Giant deck with arrows plus the Night Witch plus the Evil Wizard, and then Ian of course using the very famous deck we already saw many times in today's video, this Rocket Cycle deck. Okay, Ian does end up blocking the Monk. Very important to almost, always try to block the Monk as much as possible in the bridge, making sure that it does not reflect the damage on top of the dagger dashes. And here the Evil Tesla did get quite a lot of value. Fisherman prediction against the Princess, and Ian so far is doing a really good job in the matches we watched in today's video. Not being too predictable at all. So let's see what happens here, guys. He does go with a Princess, cycles Little Prince towards the left side lane, cycles a Lock towards the right side lane. Let's see if Ian soon is gonna start his first rocket, or for now he's just gonna cycle as he's already doing. Okay, really nice void spell by Lucas. Oh my god, that got such a lot of value. For 3 elixir, took care of the princess, took care of the little prince as well. That was a really good void spell. And then here he does go with another princess, but going with a princess opposite lane, just making sure he does not give any spell value on the tower Lucas is already going for. And here he starts with the first rocket. So damage wise, looking really good for Ian. We did saw that in triple elixir, Mohamed Light against, I believe it was Patron earlier, does end up losing in triple elixir because the Royal Giant just starts spamming so much where it gets really difficult to defend. So let's see if Ian is able to keep up now in triple elixir, which is starting right now as we are talking. So 56 seconds left, triple elixir started. Let's see if Ian is able to keep up with the defense, with the pressure here. So Evil Tesla up high, very nice Evil Tesla. He does pop the Monk ability to take care of the Little Prince. Arrows as well to take care of the Tesla, but Tesla getting a lot of value, not allowing any troop to cross the bridge, and Ian so far is playing this perfect, guys. I really like how Ian is playing so far. He's getting a lot of value always from his Teslas, and then Prince is also getting a lot of value on defense, in this case on offense as well. Gets a little bit of chip damage. Very nice skeletons by Ian, making sure that his Little Prince stays alive. Popping ability here as well. 20 seconds left. That Monk did not cross the bridge, so the Dagger Dasher still has all her ammo. And then here he goes with another Royal Giant at the bridge. Tesla in the middle. He needs to watch out with the Royal Giant on the right side, but I believe it should be enough to defend it. Let's see though. Looks like Royal Giant will not get a shot. Ian also has enough elixir to go with the rocket, but he really does not need it. And I'm actually curious to see if Ryley started the match, so that was definitely a W for Ian. 37 seconds left. I'm really curious to see if Ryley is gonna play. Looks like he's not playing, or at least he's not finding a match. And then I would love to have this guy in my friend list, but I unfortunately do not have him in my friend list. So I don't know if he's playing right now. Ian with that W, I think does not have enough yet. Does not have enough trophies, as you guys can see. 2 trophies below Ryley. Ryley is not playing right now. Only 17 seconds left. So even if he's playing, or even if he finds a match, excuse me, he will not be able to get surpassed. And I believe this is already gonna be the results, unless somehow in the last second Sofian is gonna surpass him, but I don't think so. 2 seconds left. Let's quickly go with the leaderboard, and this is gonna be your final leaderboard, guys. As you guys can see, Ryley first #1 finish. That was really well deserved. Really crazy match against Mohamed Light with 20 HP, and then Ian top 2 in the world with that last W we just saw as well. That's gonna be it for today's video, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please make sure to smack the like button. If you're not subscribed to the channel, feel free to subscribe, and I hope to see you guys in one of my next videos. Take care, guys.